Hi everybody, I'm Zura and today we are going to review the super heavy German tier 10, the mouse. And just before seeing how this monster performs on the battlefield, we are going to check on paper its statistics and how it compares with the other tank of the same tier and the same weight, just because here we are talking about a super heavy championship. Okay, I have chosen for this comparison the mouse, the E100, the Panzerkampfwagen 7, Panzer 7, okay, and the Japanese super heavy Type 5 EV. Those tanks are pretty damn close in playstyle. We know that the 100 has two different choices for the guns, 128mm or 150, but now in this comparison I have chosen the 128 because it's the same gun that we found that we can find on the mouse. And I have avoided to put in the comparison the VK7201 that has the same armor specs as the Panzer 7 but the 150mm gun. And so let's go and compare these four bad boys. Super heavy means that those monster weights over 70 tons. Looking at the firepower, we can see that the 100 mouse are the best among this quartet, just because with 2300 damage they do better than the other two. But looking at the penetration, we can see that the Panzer 7 and Type 5, the Type 5 can be played with two different guns. One that is HE gun, and this one is the 140mm gun with standard rounds. The Panzer 7 and the Type has better penetration and better alpha damage. But the first two guys have better DPM. Then we can take a look at the shell velocity that is pretty standard for mouse and the 100, and the shell velocity sucks a bit on the Type 5. Otherwise, it's pretty damn good on the Panzer 7 because now we are talking about AP round. Okay. All the first three German guys can go with APCR in case of needings, while the Type 5 have special AP with slow shell velocity but better penetration. Okay, the firepower of the mouse is the best, okay, among all. But I think that probably I prefer the Panzer 7 that lose a little bit in DPM but gain penetration, and the punch is stronger, 460 damage. So in my opinion the Panzer 7 has the better firepower. Then mouse and E100 are okay. The latest is the Type 5 EV. Let's go and check the gun handling. The gun handling of the mouse is the best of the quartet. Very fast aim time, nice accuracy, nice standard accuracy. 0.35 is standard in my opinion. Dispersion are okay, very good turret traverse dispersion. When you move your turret, the bloom don't grow at all because 0.05 is amazing in my opinion. And the mouse has also 8 degrees of gun depression, so the gun handling of the mouse is way better than the other, just because gun depression in my opinion worth to be mentioned. Looking at the Type 5, these 10 degrees are pretty damn fake because you can use 10 degrees only on your side, and on your front, if I remember well, you are going to have only 5.8 degrees. So the mouse has good DPM, good gun handling, mobility, okay, 200 tons, the biggest and heaviest tank ever built by human beings, can be fast. Of course, can be fast. 20 kilometers forward speed, 15 reverse, almost the same speed forward and reverse. All the other guys do better. The power weight sucks just because 188 tons. 10 rain resistances are standard. The turret traverse sucks. The tank traverse sucks. This is a huge, massive bunker that stroll around with his unbelievable armor, and the mobility is the worst among all, but the armor it's fantastic. On paper we can see that the Type 5 seems to be better rule armor, better turret armor, but don't get fooled. The Type 5 EV armor is flat and rough armor. Otherwise, the mouse has a different armor layout that give to the mouse a lot of choices on the battlefield. He is the heaviest, but he's also the well armored. He has a great gun. It's slow. Okay, the main downside of the mouse is the mobility, but all the other parameters are very good. 3000 health, the best in class health. Nice view range, great view range. The fire chance is low, so you can go with the chocolate, with premium food. Don't be scared. Then let's go and check the suggested equipment: ventilation, gun ramen, vertical stabilizer just to maximize DPM, gun handling, mobility. The view range is okay. With a nice crew, you can catch the 445 meters spotting range. Of course, you need chocolate to reach the cap and go on. And now let's go and check the armor layout, and here we are. This is the mouse. Frontally, the mouse is a real beast. The only weak spot is this one, 250. Wow, weak spot. You need premium round to go through the lower plate, and the cheeks are 260, but they are rounded, so be aware. You have to aim directly at the center of the cheeks, otherwise the armor goes up to 300, 500. Okay. The mouse has to be played at 55 degrees. In this position, the armor layout of the mouse is unbelievable. The weak spot rise up to 300. The upper plate, avoid to shoot at the upper plate at any cost. Don't shoot this strip of spaced armor because it's pretty damn useless. The side armor is unbelievable. The turret armor in this position is unbelievable, and the weak spot from 260 goes up to 290. And if the mouse take the right position, you need more than 300. In this position, the mouse is the toughest nut to crack in the game. The mouse is good at side scraping. Look at the side scraping capacity of this monster. My face is a building. Okay, I'm behind a building. This is the only weak spot. The mouse can turn the turret. Invincible position in this way. Then when the round is ready, he can fire and then come back in the invincible position. Now let's take away my face. That can be enough for now. The mouse is pretty damn good even in roll down with 8 degrees of gun depression. The mouse can go all down pretty damn well. The weak spot remain the same. The side armor it's okay, but it's vulnerable. Better to shoot at the side, not at the spaced armor, but at the side in this green part. Try to avoid the turret, otherwise you are compelled to use premium round, because look, seems that the mouse is giving you the butt, but you need a lot of penetration. Look at the butt At 55 degrees, sorry, at 45 degrees, you need more than 250 penetration. Even the butt is pretty damn well armored, and the rear of the turret too. The mouse is a massive, huge bunker, the best armored tank in tier 10. And now, let's go how it performs on the battlefield. And here we are. We are going on Polar region, thanks to Murphy for giving me this replay. He probably want to lead his team to victory, trying to pushing. Let me scale a little bit the map. It's okay. Trying to pushing the lower part of the map near the water that is well known as the part where heavy tank often shares the battlefield. And the T10 in our team was arrived as first, just because the Russian T10 is pretty damn fast. The first artillery shot, just aiming, nice snapshot for Murphy that do 450 damage to the T-54 crossing the way. There are a lot of tank destroyer on the left, and look at this situation. Okay, the main downside of the mouse is the speed. So Murphy was stuck in this position. He didn't reach the lower part across the river, but probably it was luck to don't reach that part, because I'm counting 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 enemy tanks all in front of our mouse. And we have tank destroyer on those other side. So now Murphy have to hold on all those guys from this position. And he started loaded premium rounds, because he cannot afford to didn't penetrate any of this enemy. Look at the gun is pretty accurate, it's okay, the firepower is good, the dispersion is good, the armor is unbelievable, because all the weak spots are well covered. The only weak spot probably are the cheeks. And now let's see how the enemy team decide to handle this monster in this position. Look at the turret, all the enemy are trying to shoot at the cheeks, but from the distance is not easy. Then the mantlet covering the central part of the turret is pretty damn thick. Our mate Murphy has some guys covering his position, so the enemy team cannot push the mouse. So they have to they are compelled to took down the mouse in this position. And the 8 degrees of gun depression are so precious now. Look at this situation, it's almost 1 against 10, and here we are. Look, the first penetration coming from T-110E4, from the E4, the tank destroyer, the American tank destroyer that has, let me remember, 286 millimeter of penetration from the standard rounds. The gun of the mouse is slaughtering the enemy team. Another Conqueror is coming closer, and it's a nice target for Murphy that keeps shooting. 474, more than 3,000 damage. And look, this position is pretty damn good. Our Murphy is holding an entire team like a boss. No one can go through the armor of this monster. I don't know why enemy arty didn't stop shooting at the mouse. Murphy received a first shot at the beginning of the match, but after the first shot, the arty decided not to shoot him anymore, just because the armor of the mouse is so sick that arty do so small damage. Probably the RT player in the opposite team decided that it's worthless. Keep shooting at a mouse when you can shoot to other guys, just because the RT player are looking for WN8 points instead of winning a battle. A super unicum like Nick Murphy in this position, that is holding an entire team, in my opinion, has to be the first target for the ATIP. More than 7,000 damage. Look at those guys. Really worried about the situation. They camped all together, so damn sure of gaining this part of the map, and one single mouse. Okay, the mouse played by a very good guy, a very good player, is still holding 10 enemies and some of them are just dead. Now Murphy, that has lost 50% of his life, decide to put some pressure to those guys, those poor guys that, oh, APCR coming from the tank destroyer, do 700 damage to the mouse in the weak spot. Murphy knows really well that he has to took away the E4, okay, because the E4 is the main threat. Murphy knows that this position is not good as the previous one, because he's showing his lower plate to IS-7 to other guys. In fact, he decided to retreat a little bit, looking for some help to his friend, and he succeeded. He succeeded in luring the IS-7 in a trap, and now and lonely E74, the poor guy, scaled by the monster. Murphy is finding the right position to use the 8 degrees of gun depression without exposing so much armor, because it's one shot. And it's unbelievable, 9,500 damage. It's falling on the water. Oh, he succeeded to resist in that position. It's pretty scary when you have 200 tons of monster sliding down on a hill, but it's okay. Murphy do a pretty damn good job. He holding an entire team in this position. He took 5,000 damage absorbed by armor, and he does almost 10,000 with his gun. An unbelievable performance. And just thinking to the beginning of this match, he was compelled to use that position only because the mouse is too slow to reach another position. He was compelled, and he does a really good performance until now. A couple of scaring tank destroyer with unbelievable penetration, and an MAX 10-5 is waiting for him. They are all camping on the upper corner of the map. Murphy probably is a little bit worried about his teammate. A couple of tank destroyer are camping on base with no reason. Probably those guys doesn't have the minimap, or probably they are taking a little break. I don't know why they are camping, but this is the first enemy, and in this situation the AP round can be way better than APCR, just because Sprivagen 103 relies on angles instead on the thick armor, and AP round has 5 degrees of normalization, while APCR has only 2 degrees of normalization. So probably I have used AP round instead APCR in this situation, and this situation is pretty damn scary just because our Murphy received an RT shot, but with the latest shot he succeeded in reaching an unbelievable result: 10,000 damage in a battle. In a battle with only few tier 10 tanks, 5 tier 10 tanks, so probably he did all the job. And the other guys are looking at him. Look at this AMX 30B, a very new player with 3k battles and 98 W8. He don't have to play tier 10 until he reach some skill. The strongest enemy in this situation is the RT. Murphy takes all the courage that he has and try to advance, looking at the street wagon, while the other guys try to spot the RT. The RT is the worst enemy in this situation. When you have only 100 HP and an RT tier 9 is aiming at you, probably you are doomed to go to garage. And here we are. We can see Murphy looking at the street wagon, but he spots no one. I'm going to speed up the replay. The mouse is not the fastest tank in the game. 20 degree. Ooh, the super nub is arrived. I don't know why. Okay, Murphy decided to enter in the cup. That is a wise choice because he's pretty well worn down, and now it's up to the other guys to do something. Instead, looking at Murphy fighting, Murphy decided to took some efficiency point. The RT has run out of ammo, but Murphy decided to exit from the cap and hunt down the latest guy, but he fall back on his decision and he entered the cap again. Probably is trying to lure the enemy in this position. And 40 seconds, I'm fastening up 8 pair because I'm pretty damn sure that this is the end of the battle. And here we are. Let's go and check at the post-game stat. Okay, mastery, of course, an unbelievable amount of credits. Confederate, Steel World, High Caliber, Invader with the mouse. Murphy takes it all in this match with more than 10,000 damage and 5,000 blocked damage, more than 1,000 assist damage, and unbelievable performance. The gun it's good, the armor it's unbelievable. He paid 124,000 credits because he spammed a lot of premium rounds, but it's okay against 10 enemy. Murphy has maximized the performance of the mouse with 26 shot, 22 centered the target, 21 penetration. An unbelievable performance that shows us that the mouse is the real deal in TL10 close combats. This is a tank that can be used in clan wars, in random, is the best and strongest tank in close combat situation of the entire game. No other one can match the armor, no other one can stand against the mouse in close combat. Okay, is this good or not? Well, it's very, very good. It's a legend. Everybody want to drive a mouse. Okay, guys, for this review, it's all. Yo Azura are going to greet you. Don't forget to leave a thumbs up. That helps the channel out. Otherwise, write down whatever you want. And see you at the next time. Bye, guys.